YouTube, what is up with y'all today? This is Neil Goodfella Neil, coming through with another sneaker review, another sneaker opinion. Y'all know what I do. Now this one right here I actually got for a deal, sneaker deal. This is probably like, man, that Huarache Light I actually got off eBay for like 30 bucks at the top of the year. I actually got another sneaker for 30 bucks that came out at the top of the year for 110. And now I was just in Burlington Coat Factory. You know, it's one of them things where you just on the hunt. You know, you just scanning the sneaker section, and then bow, that deal hit you, man. 30 bucks, 30 bucks right out the door. 9.5. You know, can go 9.5 to a 10 depending on the brand. Sometimes a 9, specifically with Adidas, where I actually really go down to a 9, maybe a Converse Chuck Taylor. But with these joints though, I like to present to you the Puma Sail joints, Fly and Flames. Regular price on these joints is 110. I couldn't believe that they actually had these. I was scoping these out in the mid to early part of the year because these discounted kind of fast, as most Pumas usually do. That's not to take anything away from the brand, but man, there's nothing wrong with a sneaker becoming affordable, you know, within a few weeks to the next month, you know. I've even seen some of those Panda Puma joints discount too. I'm forgetting the name right now, but it was like one of their resurgence, one of their dad looking sneakers that came out. Kind of slash of a runner, but it's more dad looking. This one is more so runner looking, even though it still has dad vibes all over it too. So yeah, so just a quick overview, review of all that stuff though, man. That's what happened. Again, I was browsing the Burlington, if I say Birmingham, like Birmingham, Alabama, the Burlington Coat Factory store. It's more so like an outlet store. I think it's a nationwide brand, if I'm not mistaken. You know, it's kind of like Ross and all that stuff, in case for y'all that don't know. Ross, Marshalls, you know, one of those department stores where they get like second, I don't want to say hand-me-downs because that's kind of a little bit like a low blow, but more of a like the discount that the bigger stores probably just, you know, had overstock of or just couldn't move or something like that. So they sent it to these other bigger brand stores, they send it to these bigger brand outlet like stores, you know, and obviously they get their stuff like that. But anyway, so I swooped them. The sneaker hunt skills was in full effect. Happy that I got them for the 30. But when I did see these online, when I was about to pull the trigger, but I just wanted to wait some more, it's probably like 40 to 50 bucks. So it's not a big difference. But as you know, if that price you can see on the internet, or if better, when you see it in person in your own like city, that's even better. You know what I mean? For like the actual pickup, because you know you got to pay for shipping and possibly tax now, depending on your state, like on the internet. So, and I'm not trying to dodge the tax all like that. You're going to eventually run into it eventually on the internet. But yeah. So jumping off into this, man, let's get into these details. Details. First thing first, we got the blue right there, blue and the white. But the materials on it though, man, is actually kind of a step up though, man. It's not like cheap materials neither. The materials on it is definitely decent, especially for like a $110 shoe that regularly, you know, at regular retail. This is a little bit more like almost like finger swiping suede, feels kind of oily. Kind of remind me of the royal blue Air Max as far as the blue color goes. So if you want to know how that looks, it is looking true to color on camera, because that's how it would actually look in person if you've seen these. But again, kind of remind me of the Air Max 1 Royal that came out in 2017 and might restocked in 2018 if I'm not mistaken, for the whole 30-year anniversary joint. Moving on, you do have a all mesh upper with a mesh tongue as well, which is Fly and Flames. Now the thing about white mesh though that you always got to kind of watch out for, it might be, this kind of material might be okay to clean depending on the stain, but it's one of them things where it can get kind of dingy easily or something like that, or dirty kind of quick. I was thinking about doing like a lived in update or something like this, you know, if I run around with these for like 2 weeks, see what happened, because when I've tried these on, I've already worn these already for a day or so, or a few days, just so I can give you guys a better review as far as fit and everything. Now me, I have my foot is a little bit on the slim side. I got a size 9.5. Again, I can go to a 9.5 or a 10, but I will say, if you do get these joints, go true to size, and if you don't too much care for a snug fit, go a half size up. That goes for all sizes, because with these joints, usually I had to go to a 9.5 for a snug fit, but these already have a snug fit in this 9.5. Now, they didn't pinch my feet or anything like that, but definitely know that when you're rocking these joints, your foot would definitely be secure and have that immediate lockdown. Also, too, going to the lace on the side, we also got the nubuck as well. Same kind of nubuck suede that you also have on like this water blue right here. And also, too, you got that mint like, that not even a mint green, but a lime green colorway, man. These lime green, like this lime green like streak right here remind me of Jet Moto. This whole sneaker remind me of Jet Moto from back in the day. You know, I don't know if it's y'all too young or too old to remember that. But yeah, Jet Moto from PlayStation 1. It just kind of remind me of the little toggle joint. The streak right here, when like it's like an energy bar for like the jet ski that you have, something like that, like when you about to hit a wheelie. The blue makes it looks more like water and everything, so yeah. I was even thinking about going as far as even putting like a yellow rope lace in there just to really kind of like bring it out as far as the colors. The black is fine though, it's not a deal killer. But also at the top you got the nubuck Puma sail with that nice logo and colorway. Got that lime green on there. Going to the back, you also still have it embroidered with the cat on the back. Got the embroidery in the black as well. Spell out as sail, and that E, vibrant as ever. And you can really see the ears on the cat on the Puma right here. I did notice that. As far as this air bubble right here, this is the sail technology. Now with this sail technology, I think this just was the answer to Nike Air Max, Reebok Hexalite. You know, everybody was kind of like putting air in the sole at the time. This is a throwback too. This is from the 90s, so yeah. So this is just basically a retro. This is basically the perfect time to drop this kind of sneaker, or at least, you know, in this sneaker decade, sneaker era, or whatever. Since people was kind of like in that run or dad vibe kind of sneaker, so I could definitely see that these wouldn't have lasted too long if these was the only ones left. But if I'm surprised they were even left. But I think eventually somebody was gonna swoop them up. So you know. As far as the mesh, you do got mesh along the toe box, white mesh. Let me give you guys a better look. And it's about to be raining on feet too, man. These, I got more kicks that I got to show you guys on feet. My on feet is usually quick. I separate them from my main review videos. So yeah. And with this, man, not too many people is reviewing this sneaker though, man. It's just one of those low key joints that you know, nobody has really picked up on unless you've been seeded this or something like that. I don't know. I think these are fly. You know how that go, man. I mean, everybody after the hype stuff. You know, the sneaker game is not dead. You still got different colorways and models coming out. It's just that everybody's following very few people lead, you know, and they influencing them to get the same stuff. Like, what's the point of rocking the same sneakers? The fun of even having a bunch of kicks is so you can have a variety of kicks and pick out an individual sneaker, and you can just, you know, it's rare somebody gonna be rocking this the same day I'm rocking it, right? Number one, people hardly even wearing this anyway, right? Then they probably wearing another different Puma model, and then this, right? So I ain't saying it can't happen. You got anomalies that can happen. I could go to a festival and another guy could be wearing this, I could be wearing this, whatever, right? Great minds think alike. But other than that though, man, you know ain't nobody gonna be rocking this. If I'm rocking this, especially like now, you know, people gonna be, you know, everybody gonna have the Bread 11s on and all that. And by all means, I'm not trying to act like a gatekeeper or a hater or any of that. You allowed to rock whatever you want. But when you talk about the sneaker game as a whole, you got to include everybody. You got to include the hype beasts. You got to include the regular sneaker guys. You know, the guys that's really just doing it for because we like sneakers and stuff. And you know, as a whole, you know, as a whole community. So, but anyway, going to the bottom, you also still had an EVA midsole. Going to the, yeah, this is the sole. but this is the midsole. Kind of like, I don't want to say spongy, but typical EVA. Going to the bottom, not crazy traction, but you got a little bit there. You also still have like that jet moto streak at the bottom. And then of course y'all guys already seen that this is embroidered lime green streak as well. I just like the fact they actually kind of went different places with it right here, even up here. They didn't overdo it. They did it just enough to the point where you can recognize the sneaker. Also too, man, I also want to mention that this is one of those kicks that, like, it's not necessarily the model that's the best, all like that. It's the colorway. And you know, we get that a lot with a bunch of sneakers that drop though, man. Like, you know, the model might be okay or so-so, but as soon as that colorway get on, you know, it'll either make or break a sneaker. This colorway made the sneaker fly in flames. And I can actually go for a red joint like this too. I've seen a Ferrari one like this, but I don't know, that might be limited or something like that. But if Puma can knock out we could just get a full-blown GR one with, like, where you got this blue at, you got a red, and then, you know, maybe we could change this lime green streak to like a different color or something. I don't know. Get like a Bulls colorway, it'd be okay with this too. Spice it up, maybe throw a little bit more of that 90s, zest it with a little bit more 90s colors or whatever too. Hell, you might can probably do a tie-dye on this, you know what I mean? So also going to on the inside, in case, you know, you guys was curious about the inside, you also got the Puma sail on the sole. Now I bought these brand new, you know, so in case you're not aware, at worst, something like a Burlington Coat Factory might have a return or something like that, but for the most part these were new, brand new, straight. They didn't smell or anything. Also going to the inside, you do have around the sock liner not a spongy, but more of a like of a mesh as well, maybe to absorb sweat or something like that. And again, that the whole mesh is basically upper with nubuck blue overlays. You do got a little bit of that white trim of like leather, but that's basically it. So not too much of anything else though, man. Like, as far as my just rounding this review off though, man. Also too, I also forgot to mention, you do got like a 3M kind of like material rectangles on the back right here. But just to round this all off, overall, this is like one of the best sneakers for like 30 bucks. Best sneakers for under $50. I've been kind of contemplating on kind of like doing something like that for you guys though, man. But shoot, man, by the time you know the deals have been out, it'd have been over with by the time. I don't know, maybe you guys can like search them or like look them up or whatever as I review them or whatever, like, or put them on a list or something if I could assemble a list. Because what might be a deal for me might not be a deal for you, depending on your size and everything. But I feel like you will find these on sale before you might find a Huarache Light for 30 bucks like I did in my case. Because maybe you don't wear my size or something like that. But this one, I feel like since it was kind of universally slept on and not too many people had it, it's not really like hyped all like that, you can possibly still get these joints. So just to round it all off, as far as what I get from this sneaker, jet moto vibes, 90s, kind of a little bit of the early 2000s. I don't know, kind of PlayStation-ish dad vibes, and you all dad shoe vibes also mixed with the runner. The runner vibes kind of come from the back with the Air Max bubble. With this thick, chunky part right here kind of remind me of like the dad vibes too. Can't wait to do it on foot for you guys so you can really see this sneaker and its vibrancy. I know my lights is kind of hitting these just kind of like crazy. So yeah. And you also got mesh behind the tongue. So yep. Tell me what you guys think. Is it worth it? Is it worth a pickup? Do y'all mess with Puma? What about still a little bit of the sneaker game? Hey man, the best gems are hidden for the most part. Peace.